Hello everyone, welcome to video 6 of this video series. In this video we'll be talking about, again, Tinkercad, but it's part 3, so we'll be talking about the other parts that we never went through about. So, first I'll move my camera down. So, starting off we have these. So up here we have a work plan. The work plan would be considered this technically, so this would be the work plan. This would be work plan. And also work plan, I believe they're saying something like this. So you can orientate how the work plan is, or in which direction. So if we were to put a sphere, that doesn't work, does it? So now like you're able to change how the work plan works. Like let's say if we were trying to put a cylinder, and they want the work plan to be like right here, like on top of the cylinder. Now the work plan is moved, and of course you'll see the original outline of the work plan. This is for design, so you guys don't forget where the work plan is and somehow mess up your build. So you can technically move the work plan anywhere. I personally have not needed to move the work plan due to like I just didn't need to do it. But if you somehow for any reason need it, just make sure just remember that the work plan is here. To make it go back, you can just drag it anywhere. Just like so. Let's just say we can redo that. We can go like that, and let's just say we want to go back to original. Just drag it here, or drag it anywhere, and you can just drop it, and then it'll go back to normal. Next, you have the ruler. The ruler is quite a useful tool that I really use a lot sometimes. So here, the ruler is pretty much does exactly what you think it does. It lets you measure how big it is. Let's say if we were to put it like exactly on the corner. So with the ruler, you'll be able to see all these dimensions instantly. It'll show you like how big. If we were to move it here, it'll show you like how much space that there is between the ruler and the edge. And then I think you can go from this. So the ruler's really useful, even though like maybe you might be thinking, oh, why would you need a ruler? It's useful because like sometimes you want to orientate objects like here, and you like want like a specific area of how far the bottom needs to be of the area. Say if we had a box here. Let's say if this was the base, and we want to know how far this was from the base. Instead of going all the way back here and then doing it, we can just see this. It's 24 millimeters, and that'd just be your answer in this scenario. Your ruler can be very useful in different ways if you like know how to use it often. To exit out of the ruler, you can press this X. This is to drag the ruler around, since these lines are really small. This is to drag the ruler around. And this is to change from endpoint to midpoint and midpoint to endpoint. This is to delete the ruler. So notes. So notes is something that I don't use quite often because I just don't use notes. But let's say if we were to make a really big project, if we were to make like a huge plane or something, I want to label that this was the ball. You can go here, go ball. And then what this does is that it makes sure that like it's pretty much just note taking. So like you're able to organize your things really easily. So like let's just say we can have like different parts. So we can have like let's say if we have the legs of a robot, you can put legs here, and then we can put what type of legs if you want. This would be the ball instead of like an actual part of this, you can put it as a ball or something. Keep in mind that these don't actually move along with it, so you gotta like drag it around. Drag it around, and then you can also hide the messages by pressing on the negative sign here. To delete one, you can just click and then you can just press delete. That's it. There are quite a different functions up here. You might see these three. This is the normal function that many people use. There is a Minecraft function, surprisingly, something like this. So, say if we were to build something interesting. So let's just change the color quickly. Oh, let's just put some random shapes here, then convert it into like a Minecraft session. So this is how it would look in Minecraft. And then I mean this isn't I'm not sure how this would be useful. Like I personally haven't really used it. I just know this is a thing. But yes, this is pretty much. On the side, you can have your like kind of like a key chart, so it would be lava, and this will show you which one is which. Obsidian and then bedrock. There's always a preset tree over here. There's grass and there's a dirt underneath. So that's about it. Legos is it's just Legos. It's just made from Legos. It just becomes a Legoed form. So pretty much, and this is the original form. So if we were to compare, this is a box, this is a box. This would be a cylinder, according to the game. This would be a cylinder, this would be a sphere, I believe. And then this would be like a roof shape. So this would be a roof shape. So of course it's not exact because we all know a roof shape should be like symmetrical, so it can come down here, but that didn't happen accordingly. Here's just a 3x1. So these aren't meant to be like really specific, but you know, of that. You can also toggle from the ground and layers. So we can like turn off the ground, we can turn on layers. So like what layer does are like the first layer would be like this, second layer would be like that, something like that. This will just disable ground and that. And then, so here is where it becomes a lot more detailed. So like technically this would be like a large version of this. So this would be like a large version. So like here would be like a really relative size. So it'd be like that would be one cube. But then in here, like each small thing here would be like one block. Because a lot more detailed. Same thing here. Let's turn on. You see, it becomes a lot more detailed in these. So now you can actually see that this is a sphere, this is a cylinder, and this is a roof. Whereas here, this was just a 3x1. This was just a cross, and that was a cross. So that's it for the shapes for now. And so in this lesson, we talked about like shapes and different imports and exports. Or not imports or export, but like the button functions up here to the Minecraft mode, to the Lego mode, and back there. We also talked about the work plan, the ruler, and the notes. And that's about it. So thanks for watching this video, and see you guys next time.